hurting me. Third eye opening up so I can see. Finally I can breathe. Loving myself and giving myself everything I need. Had some rough nights lately, but I'm feeling light. Sun on my face, wind in my hair, color so bright. Trying to smile instead of quick to battle on sight. Loving it now, choosing what's really worth the fight. Lust for the clouds, mountains and the rain. Understanding through my dreams that there's a path to heal pain. Getting lit to stay lit, it just don't hit the same. Got so sick and tired of playing the game, yeah. Can't let it keep me down, no. Can't let it keep me down, no. Gotta stay in the now. About my style. Can't let it keep me down, no. Can't let it keep me down, no. Gotta stay in the now.
3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. This is Mark Stefanik coming to you from Glutathione Fans. And we have an exciting rebirth of our podcast here tonight, so to speak. We're going to go back in time a little bit. Earlier in February of this year, we did a podcast interview with Krista Wood in regards to her glutathione experience and her challenges with fibromyalgia. So let's do just a really quick recap first, in case there's new people that watch this video before they see the original one. We'll have it linked in there so that they can find it. But just in case they happen upon this one first, they get an idea of the challenges that you face. So in that interview back in February, we talked about, and you told us about your story and how debilitating it was. So for the audience, what age were you initially experiencing issues?
I think I've always had fibromyalgia. I think I was born with it. Okay. I had got diagnosed, can't remember if it's 2014 or 2016 by a specialist. Mm-hmm. And even my doctor had to go up and look at my files to see that I had actual proper diagnosis by somebody who was authoritative to do that diagnosis. But I think as a kid, I had leg pains. I was always sick. I was hanging off people. When I went for a walk with my parents, I just dragged. I deked out in phys ed class every chance I got. Mm-hmm. I only did phys ed in high school because I had to. It's like I've never had stamina. I was always picked last for every team in school.
So then moving forward, when you were finally diagnosed, what was the treatment protocol? Drugs, therapies?
Deal with it.
Deal with it?
Yep. It was a long time before I went to the doctor and said, okay, I need some medication for this because it's enough. It was taking over my day-to-day activities. Like, I still plan on my medical appointments as early as I can in the morning. And now that's out of habit. It's not because I necessity anymore, but it's really interesting how things have changed in the past few months.
But in the past few months, right? So that prior to just recent months, the necessity was still a real thing.
Yeah.
So, and if you don't mind, you're in the plus 40 type range, right?
Plus 50.
Plus 50. And so looking good. Plus 50. Thanks. And you've been suffering with this for a long time, holy mac. Mm-hmm. And just give me a quick description of what your most debilitating day would look like.
The worst day?
Yeah.
I'm crawling into bed at 1 or 2 in the afternoon and I'm done. And I'm down for a couple of days. I just full out can't function. Can't put thoughts together, headache, malaise, you name it. And absolute exhaustion.
So no way to live.
No.
And probably wondering why.
Yeah, well, I knew why. I didn't know what to do about it.
No, why? I was thinking more, why bother living at that point, right?
Never had that crossed my mind. But
That's good. That's good.
yeah, I've had days where I've felt really great. So, yeah, it's more of a sit and wait, and this will pass. But
Well, you need a lot of time, right?
there's a lot of time involved, and there's a lot of planning involved. So I won't do things because I know that I have a limit.
Right. So at what age now did the doctors start? You said you were 20, it was 20 what that you started taking medication? 20?
It's been at least 10 years.
Okay, so 10 years that you've been taking medication. I assume a host of different medications.
I think I've tried them all.
Okay.
Some of them I've had some severe side effects from, where I took a couple of them and had to stop immediately. A lot of medications caused me tremors and other really bad side effects. I found one that worked at first, but the higher the dose that I went, I started having really bad memory issues in addition to other side effects. And it was about a year ago now that I went to my doctor and said, I can't take this anymore. So I have to come off it. And under the guidance of my doctor, I came off the medication, and then I started supplementing with over-the-counter natural supplements to try and make myself feel better.
Right. And the stuff that you were taking prior to Nano Glutathione, did that help at all, or?
I don't know. I really didn't feel anything from it.
You couldn't tell. Yeah. Okay.
No,
it's common with most natural supplements.
Yeah,
right?
So I really, I don't know if it was coming off the medication or the fact that I was supplementing with other stuff, but I really didn't feel any difference.
So the first big breakthrough you had, which we referenced in the first interview that we did, was when you started taking a Nano Glutathione supplement, and that really started to help. Now, how long were you on that Nano Glutathione product before you realized, a positive effect?
The first week I took it, I didn't think it was doing anything at all. It was for me, it was a couple of weeks.
Couple of weeks?
So before I started feeling the effects of it.
Right. And now more recently, and this is where we're getting into the exciting side of things here, because I introduced you to one of our partners, and he facilitated a nano product, specifically a nootropic formulated for the brain, and gave you a sample bottle of that. And I can see you smiling already. That's a good sign. That's a really good sign.
I went through the first sample bottle and I ran out, and I was feeling pretty good. I only have to
describe pretty good for us.
Good for us. So I only have to take it once a day. And I was given instructions on how many times a day to take it, and the instruction was once a day. There was no need to take a second sample of it because it's not necessary, which was really floored me, because normally I try something and it's like, okay, it doesn't work, I need to take more. Like, there's none of that with this product. The clarity that I have. So since
you're talking mental clarity.
Mental clarity, and my body's calm. I haven't had taking the medication it's not medication, it's a supplement. It's taking it for that first month. I had no flare-ups of my fibromyalgia, and when I ran out within a week, I was in bed crying because I had a flare-up. And so I contacted them again and said, hey, can I get some more of this? And they sent me more. And
so you got that a few days later type thing. So you were off it for how long? 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
And how quickly did you respond to that second trial?
About 3 or 4 days.
So 3 or 4 days and on that product, and then it's been how long now since?
Another month.
Another month. And in that month, how many flare-ups have you had?
None.
None.
Yeah, it's
So from debilitating fibromyalgia to 0 flare-ups in the course of a couple of days.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's absolutely, if you have the ability to get your hands on this product, it really works. And the funny thing is, so when I tried the first sample bottle that I had, I stopped taking the other supplements because I wanted to see if it did anything. And this is the first thing that I've ever put in my body that I actually felt a difference.
Right.
And in my professional career, I did a 40-point PowerPoint presentation in front of my professional peers, and for an hour, and I did that last week. I've left one job and started a new job, and we had about 5 or 6 things happen all last week. And other than getting a little cranky with Steve, it's like,
we have something for that too.
no, that's not fair.
Just kidding.
This poor guy. Last week was a little rough because I left my job of 10 years and I started a new position, and I did an hour-long presentation in front of my professional peers. And 3 weeks before the presentation, I didn't have a presentation. So at this time last year, I wouldn't have been able to do that. I couldn't even keep 3 appointments straight in one day. And this year, in 3 weeks, I was able to put together a huge PowerPoint presentation and present it in front of a lot of people, and have it go well. And yeah, I'm not feeling stressed like I was, both mental and physical stress.
Mm-hmm.
So my body's calm, which is really something for me. I actually think that I can get on a treadmill now and actually do some exercise. I think that I haven't tried it because
one step at a time. Right?
But the thought's there, because before I think, oh my God, treadmill is like a horrible thing, and I'm not doing that because I can't. And now my brain is going, yeah, just get out there and move and do this. And yeah,
let's get out there. Right on.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it really, I think that I can do things now where before I didn't even try.
Mm-hmm.
So
beautiful. So obviously you're going to be excited when we launch the official product release next month, which will actually be NFR in Canada and the US initially. That is meaning for those that are watching, it's considered not for resale, so we're still waiting for regulatory bodies to give us our certification numbers, etc. But you can buy it for personal use. So that's going to be very cool for yourself, for a lot of people with various conditions in terms of mental focus and clarity and nervous issues, neural issues even. Just for the average Joe who's, or not even the average Joe, the average business person, let's say, who's, under stress to produce presentations or business plans, marketing plans, whatever the case may be, and you're under pressure to get things done. Being able to think clearly and focus, hey, maybe even for me doing these presentations so I can keep my train of thought straight, right? I'm dying to try that stuff now. Everybody around me, not everybody around me, but certain people around me, close to me have had the benefit, like yourself, to actually try that stuff. And I'm thinking, I can hardly wait. But so when we sent this email out, it was sent out as Limitless, because you probably all remember that movie, and it's not quite that, but we're heading in the right direction.
it's the first thing I've ever taken that I felt a result from.
That's beautiful.
And without any side effects.
And you did that all in blind faith as well, right? Trusting.
Yeah, I did.
What the ingredients are.
I still don't know.
Yeah, if anybody wants to unmute at this point and ask questions of Krista, just keep in mind that we're not, for the protection of the company and the brand, we don't mention the brand. We don't mention the product names or anything like that. It's only referencing nanoglutathione, water-based nano, that sort of thing, right? So if you have a question, feel free to unmute yourself and chime in. But I mean, it's exciting to hear those results. There's going to be so many people that are going to be blessed from this particular product line. This company has got stuff that nobody else has. So with your experience, where do you see yourself from what you've experienced over the last couple of months trialing the product? Where do you see yourself in 6 months from now? What do you think?
Well, I've already that I'll be in better physical shape. So the fact that I'm thinking about exercising is really good. It's like the thoughts there, and I'm moving more. I still have moments where I get headaches, and I still have moments where I don't have 100% of the endurance or stamina that I want, but I tried to nap this week and couldn't do it. Like I thought, oh, I'm feeling a bit tired, and I went to have a nap, and I just lay there for 5 minutes going, this sucks. Because I wanted to have a nap and I wasn't able to.
That's when you should turn and take the nanoglutathione.
No.
Yeah. If you have that moment where you're going to lay down in the afternoon because you're kind of feeling a little off, that's when you take your nanoglutathione, because that's going to elevate your ATP production. So that gives you that little extra boost you need to go through the rest of the day on cue.
Yeah, instead of napping, I started reading. So
well, that works for you. It puts me to sleep. I start reading, it's like
audiobooks put me to sleep. So
yeah.
Krista, during this trial, did you take the nanoglutathione or just the brain formula?
I actually increased the amount of nanoglutathione I was taking.
Okay. How much were you taking?
4 times a day.
Okay. And you were on it for a number of months.
You're taking more than enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
You were on it also a number, excuse me, of months beforehand.
Yes, but yeah. So I started this one, and I increased the nanoglutathione. I was not taking that much nanoglutathione before. I was taking it twice a day.
Okay. So what you're at I didn't realize you were taking it 4 times a day. So 4 times a day, that's like most athletes are taking that amount or more, but at least that amount. And I'm talking pros and high-level amateurs. And quite frankly, for somebody who's not that active, what that'll do is potentially put you into a detox state. So that might have been why you felt like you needed a nap. You're going through a detox phase. It can do that to you.
Okay.
So
yeah. I think I had experienced a detox prior to increasing that amount. So because I really had no, I didn't feel any detoxing when I increased it. So I think that it happened earlier when I was taking the nanoglutathione.
It happens in cycles. So we actually detox in cycles. And so it just might be that your body was saying, okay, we got to do something here, right? So cleaning something out. But anyway, it's been exciting to hear your results, because this is a product I think that is going to absolutely explode. Excuse me. When people start hearing the word on this and talking about their results, I think it's just something that everybody is going to want to try.